Wanakim. All praise and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Sai, Bahashim, Harakar Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who ruled well and taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to Yakim across the four corners of the globe, preaching his gospel in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Yas, back with another lesson on the famine of the word, all right? Because we're not always going to have the men of the Lord on the highways and byways. We're not always going to be able to pick up the phone and call a brother and talk about these scriptures. You know, it's going to come a time when the men of the Lord are going to be off the highways and byways. And it's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to call a brother and talk about these scriptures. All right. And get the breakdowns and get the understanding. So it's a limit. All right. And that grace period is almost up. So I hope this is edifying to the hopeful elect. Deuteronomy 8:3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord Yahweh do it man live. All right, because food can only take you so far, man. When Jacob's trouble come and all hell is going on out here, man, people getting killed, people getting raped in front of you, there's no food, all right, your kid's stomach is touching your back. Hey, you're going to need this word to keep you going, all right? Wisdom and knowledge is going to be your stability in that day, all right? So the word of the Lord is what we're living by, man, all right? The wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures is what we're going to need to get us through Jacob's trouble, man. All right. So you need to get it now while the grace period is still extended. So when that time comes, you know, you'll have the scriptures in your heart. All right. When you ain't got no food, you got scriptures in your heart that you can pull up. You know, Isaiah 65, where he talks about my man shall eat, but you shall be thirsty, you know. My man shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. My man shall eat, but you shall be hungry. My man shall rejoice, but you shall be sad. All right, talking about the 2/3. Okay, all right. So you need to get this word while the grace period is here right now. All right, Matthew 4:4. But he answered and said, "It is written, man shall not live by bread alone." See, we're not living by bread alone, all right? It's something more important than physical food, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord. So we're supposed to be getting these scriptures, all right, breaking them down and understanding them and hiding them in our heart, man, all right? Because this is what's going to get us through Jacob's trouble and all the tribulation and hardships, man, all right? This is a time like never before, man. All right, so this is worse than slavery, worse than Jim Crow, okay, worse than post-slavery. All right, it's going to be the worst time on the planet, man. All right, worse than Noah, the times of Noah, okay. This is it right here, man. This is our last captivity, man. So hell is going to be out on earth, man. All right, so you need to get this word while you can. Amos 8:10. And I will turn your feast days into mourning. So all your celebration, all these partying and bullshitting, the Lord's going to turn it into mourning, man. All right? You people are going to be out here in a state of mourning, okay? So all that birthday celebration and holiday celebration is over with. And all your songs into lamentation. Yeah, the music ain't shit no more anyways. All right? But whatever you do listen to, you ain't going to be singing that shit. You're going to be singing lamentation, mourning, and woe, man. All right? Because that's the time we living in, man. Only hell is coming to this earth. Hell goes into bad conditions, man. All right? People are going to be in hard positions, bad positions, man. Lack of food, lack of water, man. And most importantly, lack of these scriptures. Okay? Because the Lord ain't going to always have these men on the highways and byways and the men on the internet putting out these epistles. And I will bring up sackcloth upon your loins and baldness upon every head. Yeah, you're going to be in a state of mourning, a state of sadness, a state of sorrow. Okay? And I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. So that you're going to be in a state like you just lost your son, you just lost your daughter, you just lost your kids, man. That's how harsh these times that we coming in is going to be. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days cometh, said the Lord Yahweh Shem outside, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh Shem outside. So you're not going to always be able to hear this word, man. All right? This famine is the most important famine, because if you don't got the word and you don't have the understanding of these scriptures and you don't know what's going on when Jacob trouble come, you don't know about martial law, you don't know about checkpoints from the military, you don't know about World War III, you don't know about the pestilence, you don't know about sedition of men, you don't know about men are going to be breaking in your house and taking whatever they can and raping your kids, your daughter, trying to rape you. You don't know about that stuff. You're going to be in a confused state. All right? And 2/3 of Israel refused to get this understanding, this word, this wisdom, so they're going to be in a confused state. All right? They're not going to know what's going on. Isaiah 33 and 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So you're going to need this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to keep you stable when you see all these dead bodies around you, when you smell the stank of all of these dead bodies, man. All right, when Esau come in like a storm and try to pull you out your house, you're going to need these scriptures running through your mind, your heart. All right, and that's what's going to keep you stable. When they try to offer up that RFID chip, you're going to need to know that, hey, if you take that, you're going to be killed gruesomely. You're going to need to know that. You're going to need to know that there's a crown laid up for you if you don't take it and you stand fast for Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. See, we're going to suffer some days and some things in Jacob's trouble, man. All right, seeing dead bodies. All right, going days without food. All right, seeing your family member killed in front of you. Okay. All right. And if they offer you, get you in the FEMA camps and they offer you up that radio frequency identification chip. All right. If you take it, you're going to be put to death gruesomely, man. All right. They're going to put you to death regardless. So why not die for the righteousness' sake? Why not die for Yahweh Shem Yahweh? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. 10 days is just going into perfection. All right, it could be 10 days, 20 days, a month, 2 months, 3 months, okay? Be thou faithful unto death. So if you have to die for Yahweh Shem Yahweh, be faithful, man. You got to have the vision that, hey, you got a kingdom coming, all right, in righteousness. All right. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh is going to give you a crown. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you're going to receive eternal life, man. You're going to become immortal, man. All right. So this is something that we have to look forward to, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh isn't a man to lie. So if he says this in his scriptures, hey, it's going to come to pass, man. All right. Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And what's that? When they try to tip you with that radio frequency identification chip, you ain't going to be able to work, you ain't going to be able to eat, go to the hospital, you ain't going to be able to do nothing unless you got that charagma in your hand or in your forehead, known as Neuralink, okay? They pushing it through Neuralink, all right? So if you can't do nothing, are you going to take that chip? Are you? Are you going to have the patience to suffer, all right, unto death? Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. See, all the world is going to have to take this chip, man. All right. But Abaratazah, the men of the Lord, they're not going to take that chip, man. They're going to die before they take that RFID chip. Charagma. All right. So it says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. All right. So you got to stand fast and endure as a good soldier for Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man. All right. You got to have the vision, man, because soon the men of the Lord ain't going to be on the highways and byways. Okay? Right now, you can see the teachers. You can see your teachers. But pretty soon, you won't be. Isaiah 30:20. And though the Lord gives you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. But thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Yeah, we see our teachers, man. We see the elders and apostles on the highways and byways. All right. And they're still teaching, man. So you need to cherish this time and learn all you can learn, man. All right. And learn all you can learn, man. And cherish the time with the brotherhood, the conversations. All right. Being able to call brother to break something down. All right, these are being able to go on a conference calls to get more breakdowns. Those are precious, precious times, man. This is precious, precious time, man. This the time we living in, man. All right, because you're not going to be able to do conference calls in a minute. You're not going to be able to go on the highways and byways. You're not going to be able to call nobody. This word is precious right now, man. And you need to get it so it could give you the stability for the day Jacob trouble come and you ain't gonna have a Bible in front of you. You ain't gonna have a phone with the Bible on it, okay? You're gonna just have to get it how you live, what you know. 1 Samuel 3:1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord was precious in those days. There was no open vision. So the word of the Lord is precious, man. You got to get this right now. You have to get this right now. The word of the Lord is precious, man. All right. And when you ain't got if Proverbs 29:18, and it reads, where there is no vision, the people perish. Yeah, the people run mad, man. If you don't have the men of the Lord on these highways and byways, and you ain't get these wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from the men of the Lord on the internet, hey, you're gonna be bugged out in this day. But he that keepeth the law is happy, man. All right, he that keepeth the law is happy, man. All right, so you got to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because like I said, pretty soon, it ain't going to be nothing for you to get. It ain't going to be out here no more. All right, so we need to seek the Lord while we can. Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. So you got to call on the Lord right now. You got to know the name of the Lord. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahweh. You got to know the name. You can't call on her if you don't know the name. You know? Romans 10:13. And it reads, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh, shall be saved. If you don't know that name, bro, hey, you doomed. Verse 14, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And right now we have the preachers, we have the prophets on the highways and byways. But pretty soon they're going to be removed and you're not going to get no wisdom, no knowledge, and no understanding. That's why you need to get it now. Verse 15, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel. The gospel goes into good news of peace and bring glad tidings of good things, man. All right. So you ain't going to be able to get this in Jacob trouble, man. You got to get it now. You got to get it early. You got to get it while the doors of repentance are still open. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. Yeah, while you young and while you got your vigor. Hey, you supposed to be in these scriptures, man, on these highways and byways, putting up these epistles, man. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, because the evil days are quickly approaching. We are in the evil days, okay? But when the internet goes off and there's no communication, hey, those are going to be the evil days, man. You're going to have this word in your heart. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So don't wait till you get old and gray, putting off the word, putting off the Lord. All right, because, hey, you may wake up and it's too late. Verse 2, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Who's the keepers of the house? These economic people, Wall Street, stockbrokers. And why are they trembling? Because the money system is crashing. All right, because there's no hope in America, because the future looks grim and they can see it. And the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. All right, the jobs are closing down. The corporations are closing down. They are few. There ain't going to be no work in Egypt. And those that look out of the window be darkened. Why? Because there's not going to be a future in America. Verse 4, and the doors shall be set in the streets. All these companies are going to close down. You ain't going to have no job. The economy's going to crash. When the sound of the grinding is low, the grinding means the works, the jobs. There ain't going to be none. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. That's talking about your alarm clock getting ready for work. And you ain't going to need that because you ain't going to have no job. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Why? Because this music sucks, man. All right. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right. Isaiah 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So you're going to have your best friend, brothers, Egyptian against Egyptians fighting. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. Why? Because you're going to have all kind of shit going on. Class wars, gender wars. All right. Political wars. All right. You're going to have earthquakes, natural disasters. All right. Sedition of men, people breaking in your house, trying to kill you, trying to eat your food, trying to rape your kids, rape you, rape your wife and daughters. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Yeah, you ain't going to have this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, all right? You're not going to be able to get it. The word is going to be, it's going to be a famine of the word. All right? You're not going to be able to pick up the phone and call a brother and talk to a brother about these precepts, all right? There's none of that, okay? You're not going to be able to go on the internet and listen to the men of the Lord bring it out no more. All right. 2nd Ezra 16:27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Why? Because you ain't gonna have no communication, man. They're gonna put these cities on lockdown. So you're not gonna be able to call nobody to get these scriptures. You're not gonna be able to go on the highways and byways because the streets are going to be locked down. The man of the Lord ain't going to even be out there. That's a wrap. That's it. This is it. So you got to get this scripture. You got to get these words. You got to get this understanding, wisdom, and knowledge right now, man. All right? You can't keep putting it off, Jake. Jake gonna put it off to the last minute, and then boom, it's over with. It's over with. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forward, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So make no tarrying to turn, it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. All right. So don't put the Lord off no more. Don't wait till tomorrow to say I'm gonna read the scriptures. Don't wait till tomorrow to say I'm gonna call a brother. I'm gonna get this breakdown. Do it today while you can, while you still have, while the evil days has not come, and put not off from day to day. So don't put it off from day to day. For suddenly means unexpectedly, quickly, when you least expect it, shall the wrath of the Lord come forward. All right. So unexpectedly, the wrath of the Lord come forward. You don't got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You stuck. You don't know what's going on. You in a state of confusion. And in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed. So while you happy in your security in your nice house, happy with the little money you think you got, all right. While you happy with your little family, all right. When you least expect it, hey, the famine of the word gonna hit. And you're going to get destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. All right? And 2/3 of Israel, they're going to perish in the day of vengeance, man. Because they're going to put the day of the Lord off because they hate these scriptures. They don't want nothing to do with these scriptures. 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. Yeah. So 2/3 of Israel, they despise these scriptures. And there's going to be a judgment for that. Verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. And it's going to be a slow, agonizing pain. All right. It ain't going to be a quick pain. You're going to catch hell. And the Lord's going to make sure of it. Let the verse 22, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So 2/3 of Israel are going to perish in vain, man. And the Lord is going to protect and keep the 1/3 of Israel, his elect, the 144,000, okay, the friends of the prophet, men, women, and children, all right, they're going to be protected from this. Yeah, we're going to go through the hour of temptation, all right? We're going to be tried like gold, but we're going to come out the victory. We're going to get the victory. Shalom.